Hey, me again. Guess what? It's the 3rd of March. Right, this one, Desmond Tutu, so you know this is going to be a good one. Right, do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together. I'll start again. I've totally fluffed that up. Here we go. Right. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. Isn't that right? Do your little bit of good where you are. So you don't have to go anywhere. Just start where you are, in your house, in your home, in your apartment, in your flat, your home, where you live, with your friends and family. Just start. Do your little bit of good and watch that spread. And as that all and everyone does the same, it will start to grow and cause that ripple effect. And watch that overwhelm the world. I love that. That's really good. Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. And it's so true, because it's that ripple effect, like I just said. If you do something, every action has a consequence. Every action creates a reaction. So the more positive action you take, the more positive reaction you're going to get. And we all know that one act, whether it be good or bad, the reaction is always amplified. It's always larger, it has more of an effect than the original action. So no matter how little, and like we say, it's doing little things each day. That's what March is all about. If you do something little positive, and the person next to you does the same, another positive little thing, then those two things will cause reactions. And those reactions will gain momentum. A bit like yesterday with the boulder, it gains momentum. Things gain momentum. And when you do an act of good or something positive, or you're kind and you share that and you give it to someone, and you give kindness to someone, you find that actually, maybe not straight away, it's not reciprocal, and you may not get it from that direct person straight back to you, okay? But the law of the land, the law of the world, I don't want to say law of attraction and The Secret, because then you start thinking of, you just got to think about it. There are laws of the universe that are unwritten. They're like gravity. We know gravity's there because we're walking around. An apple falls out of a tree, hits the ground, because gravity's pulled it down. That's what made it fall. It didn't just float. Okay, and it's the same with putting good out in the world. The more good you do, the more good that comes back. And like I say, you may not get it back from the person you've done a good deed for. It may come back from someone totally different, but it will come back, and you will have a benefit from it. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, may not be next week, next month, but it will happen. So the more you do, if you do a little good act every day, then a little good act every day compounds and gets bigger and bigger. And that's a story, again, compound effect for another day. So remember, do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. Take that with you today. And remember, do your little bit of good today. Make today count.